Congratulations.
Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and Happy New Year. Somewhere in the world, it's already 2025. We have a New Year's Eve one-off game. The 1962 Los Angeles Dodgers versus the 1911 New York Giants. Pitching are among the greatest pitchers ever. For the Dodgers, left-hander Sandy Koufax, and for the Giants, right-hander Mathewson. It's a special time travel situation. This game is in the Polo Grounds. I'll be back with the lineups in just a couple minutes. for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off and playing shortstop, Maury Wills. Batting second and playing second base, Jim Gilliam. Batting third in left field, Duke Snyder. The cleanup hitter at third base, Tommy Davis. Batting fifth at first base, Wally Moon. Batting sixth and playing right field, Frank Howard. Batting seventh and catching, John Roseborough. Batting eighth and playing center field, Willie Davis. And pitching and warming up on the sideline here in Polo Grounds, left-hander Sandy Koufax. And the rest of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Pete Rickard, Don Drysdale, Doug Camilli, Tim Harkness, Larry Sherry, Ed Roebuck, Stan Williams, Lee Walls, Joe Moeller, Johnny Padres, Phil Ortega, Larry Burright, Willard Hunter, Darrell Spencer, Ron Perinoski, Norm Sherry, Andy Carey, and Ron Fairley. And there are your 1962 Los Angeles Dodgers, who are setting out here to take on the 1911 Giants. And now for the hometown Giants. Remember, we're in the Polo Grounds. It's 1911. John McGraw in the dugout, managing, clapping his hands. Leading off in left field, Josh DeVore. Batting second and playing second base, Larry Doyle. Batting third in center field, Fred Snodgrass. The cleanup hitter in right, Red Murray. Batting fifth at first base, Fred Merkel. Batting sixth and playing third base, Buck Herzog. Batting seventh at short, Art Fletcher. Batting eighth and catching, Chief Myers. And pitching and warming up on the sidelines, right-hander Christy Mathewson. And the rest of the New York Giants: Doc Crandall, Red Ames, Beals Becker, Art Wilson, George Burns, Grover Hartley, Art Devlin, Al Bridwell, Louis Drock, Bugs Raymond, Hook Swiltsey, Rube Marquard, and Burt Maxwell, and Doc Crandall. And there are your 1911 New York Giants. This is a one-off time travel New Year's Eve broadcast inspired by the brainchild of Kathy Harden Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B, and they're packed pretty tight in here tonight. I've been up since so early, it feels like late afternoon already. I know you folks on the West Coast, thanks for dropping in. I know it's 10 a.m. over there. The time has finally come. Thank you to Kathy Harden for the brainchild of a one-off matchup. What a build-up. And we're waiting for Kathy Harden with the warm-up question. The lineups are in, the fielding ratings are in, the pitchers are ready. John McGraw has his right foot on one step in the dugout, clapping his hands, waiting for the warm-up. And get ready now. Get ready now. I want you to look for it. It's going to be Kathy Harden, and there are prizes. I said, now wait for it now. Patience is a virtue. Kathy Harden is about to post a warm-up question. Read it and have a guess. I don't post my answer until I've read the whole thing, so it gives me a handicap. Oh, whoa, whoa. Kathy Harden, holding us in suspense. The Zen of Strat-O-Matic says, let's be patient, it's coming. Here it is. Who played Corporal Randolph Agarn in F Troop? Dan Port says Larry Storch. This fucking thing's getting moist now. Christ. And Dan gets it. Whoa! Dan gets it. And we award a red jelly bean to Dan Port and also Kathy Harden for a super warm-up question to start off this most anticipated ball game. Good job, Dan. Great question, Kathy. And we're ready to play ball. This thing was starting to, some of the red was coming off. It's cookie. They don't hold Sergeant Rourke. Oh, I don't know. Never watched that show. I've seen it, thumbing through the channels. And Rubes has become a member. Welcome to Rubes, the newest member. You came at a very impromptu time. See if anybody knows Sergeant O'Rourke. And the New York Giants take the field. There's Christie. Christie, a favorite with the ladies. He's educated. He's good looking. I'm serious. Thank you, Rubes. Happy New Year, Rubes. And Rubes, true friend. Okay, Mathewson warming. Catching him, Chief Myers. That's the battery here. I don't think anybody knows who the Sergeant O'Rourke, Kathy Harden. But if you want to make that a formal question, I'll stop. But meanwhile, here's Maury Wills leading it off. What a matchup. Wills facing Mathewson. Christie into his windup and the pitch to Wills. 6'5", switch hitter batting left, flies it to left. He got a piece of it, but DeVore is right under it. One away. Forrest Tucker answer. I'm not sure what that means. Love you, man. I was going to say it. Love you, man. So there's one out. We had to play it out there. DeVore out and left. Don't forget we're in the Polo Grounds. Tucker played O'Rourke. Whoa. Forrest Tucker. Didn't know the actor, but I have an idea he was the guy who was sort of middle-aged and had blonde hair, but not a whole lot of it going on around the side. He had a sort of a roundish nose. And Dan Port, we'll give that. We'll give on this one. We'll give orange. Okay, we give an orange on a derivative. And I hope hope you understand that, Dan and Kathy. Okay, Gilliam now facing Christie. He gets the sign from Myers. It's 5-8, switch hitter batting left, grounds to second X. And they're already celebrating. Some people out there with fireworks, 339. That's a 9. It's going to be an E39 roll. He may have trouble with that. Doyle, E39, 9. And it is an error. I saw it coming. They make a lot of errors, these guys. A lot of the fields were in bad condition, so the Dodgers have an advantage to them. But they got fours. They got a lot of fours. Whoever thought put Davis? He's a 4 at third base. Actually, I think he's a 5. I think I messed that up. Let me just make sure. He's a 5. No, he's a 4. Okay. Gilliam, 9, gets on the error by Doyle. So Gilliam is on. And we have a question top of the second from Kathy Harden. We had the warm-up. Warm-up question. Dan Rubes is the best. Demos has arrived. More 4s than wayward golfers, tee shots. Whoa, what does that mean? Yes, Jeremiah, time machine ball game. Jeez. Here's Duke Snyder now. Yeah, and I don't forget. Nope. Pitch to Snyder, 4-7, left-handed. Single 1 to 16 goes through. 1 asteroid. It's Gilliam at second now. For Tommy Davis, the very powerful Tommy Davis. Interesting thing, put Davis in there. I don't know what they are mixing up there. I think they want to have Howard in there. His bat. Snyder, the veteran with experience. I don't get that. 4. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Good afternoon, Craig. Good afternoon to Craig. Thank you. And Dan Port and Demos. More 4s than wayward golfers, tee shots. I just must be slow. I don't get the gist of it, but it's first and second with 1 out. Tommy Davis, the batter. Knock. Here's the pitch to Davis. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short. No one being held. No infield in. And that's going to be Fletcher over to Doyle. And then finally to Fred Merkel of Boner legend. And the side is retired. And we'll even check it for you here. With a first and second is an A2, batter out, runner on first out. And that means that will be an inning-ending double play. Christie, he allowed the base hit to Duke. Can you imagine that? The Duke getting a base hit. There was the error. Gilliam got a piece of it. They were able to hit the ball. And after a half, it's LA 1962, nothing. New York 1911. And I can't tell you who I'm for. I'll tell you after the game. Here's Koufax. Koufax taking his fishing up his warm-ups on the mound. Catching him is Roseborough. And leading it off, Josh DeVore. Left-handed hitter using historical lineups. Okay, Koufax is ready. He's going back in time, facing DeVore. That's 5-7. Left-handed, struck him out. And that may be a sign of some shit that we're gonna see here. Now here's Larry Doyle. I'm determined to do what I gotta do to play this ball game, and I took a small piece of medicine. Oh God, this thing is just gonna kill me. That, I think, did it. These fucking bugs. I don't even know if it's dead. That thing's gotta be dead. I saw that thing, that bug, frickin' bugs. Every once in a while we get one. So DeVore fans by Koufax. Here's Larry Doyle now. Koufax and the pitch. 2-7 left-handed walked him. So Koufax loses Doyle. Doyle is on 1-15, 1-13, not being held. He's got the lead. Here's Fred Snodgrass. It's one out, Doyle on first. 25 triples. Thank you, Dan. 3-8. Left-handed base hit off Koufax. Doyle rounding second. Goes to third. First and third, one out. There's John McGraw. I don't know if you can hear it. That's John McGraw with one leg and foot up on a step, down in the dugout. Cheering. Come on, man, right. Cheering his men. John McGraw, first and third, one down. Already, Koufax in trouble. He turned 89, Joel. 89 frickin' years old. First and third, one out, infield back for Red Murray. Don't forget the chaos. And the pitch to Murray. 6-8 right-handed, struck him out. Oh, Koufax gets Murray. And you know what? Koufax obviously can compete with this era. Yeah, he's got great stuff against them. Arnold Rothstein. It's a great action on this ball game, I'll tell you. I'm impressed. Giants Doyle draws the walk, Snodgrass singles, 2 outs, clutch situation for Fred Merkle now. Nuck. Here's the pitch to Merkle from Koufax. Lord, that's 6'10" right-handed, grounds it to short. X. Fletcher, 2. How do you like that 64? There's a lot of pebbles, and they charge him with errors. I'm pretty sure of that. Fletcher is a 2. That might work. 4-2. And he throws him out, but and the side is retired. Oh, nice play by... Oh, wait a minute. That was a ground ball short. Wills, 38. There's going to have to be a replay here. I think he's still going to get him. A 4. 4 Wills. The split is 4, and he is a 2. It's a ground ball advance, but the side is out. Oh yeah, he wants the no shit demos, and the side is retired. We got that one right. Merkle grounds out to Wills. Wills, it's amazing how these people can come to life in a time travel where we're in 2020 on the verge of 25. These folks are in the 20th century. And in fact, the years that separate the 1911 Giants from the 1962 Dodgers is shorter than that between the Dodgers and us. Think about that now. How much time has passed? My life has passed me up from behind. Now I want you all to get ready now. Oh, please get ready. Because there's going to be something awfully cool coming up. Here it is already. Which presidential candidate used the slogan, "Where's the beef," and who did he use it against? Which presidential candidate used the slogan, "Where's the beef," and who did he use it against? You know, it might be Reagan over Mondale. Mondale was the weakest candidate, so was, really. Don't get me started on that. I also, I'm going to do Reagan over Mondale then. I think it was Carter versus Reagan. I think Carter said it. This is a tough one. We're gonna have to iron this one out. This one. That was the big one. This is a double shot. I got one coming right now. Okay. Name 4 U.S. presidents who died in office not by assassination. And for a bonus, what did they die of? And no partial answers, please. No partial answers, please. I want them all. I don't want them in dribs and drabs. I'm not going to respond to dribs and drabs. I am going to, and I know I'm being, kind of funky right now, but I'm playing with you. Joel Horlin and Kathy Arden. I'm playing with you. No, Adams did not die, and no Googling. No Googling, please. It defeats the whole purpose. Think about it now. I'll tell you who it's not. Wilson did not die while in office. The problem is if I answer it, you say Biden? Okay. It's a good joke. A very big one in the 40s, Joel Horlin. I'm gonna give a hint, or at least I'm gonna get the ball rolling. Okay. Freddie Prendergrass, Jeremiah, no. I'm gonna go with the big one. Okay, I'm gonna do the dribs and drabs, okay? I'm gonna do one that you should know. You should all write it down. I'll take it in dribs and drabs. Okay, here's demos. Adams, FDR, and Harrison. All I will say is incorrect. And the answer, we need 4 demos, 4 who died of non-assassination causes. Craig Scarborough has given FDR. I said now I'll do it in dribs and drabs, and that's correct. And therefore demos is correct with FDR. And Harrison. Now, William Henry Harrison is the imbecile who decided to do a speech for like 3 hours. You know, I may be exaggerating. And then he gets pneumonia and dies. Harding is correct, Dan. And that'll round it out. If you want, we could go with Zachary Taylor, who ate bad dairy. I think it was bad milk ice or something with bacteria, and it's assumed he died of that. So you have Zachary Taylor, Benjamin Harrison, I'm sorry, William Henry Harrison, Harding, and FDR. Those four. And of course, there were 8 who died in office, which, by the way, if you do the math, with 46, that's a very, very dangerous profession. The 4 by assassinations, of course, Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, and the one I'm obsessed with, JFK. But if you take 46 presidents, and you have 8 out of 46 die, it's 17%. That may not seem a lot to you, but well, you could say, Dan, he died of the infection, but it was from the wound yeah, I didn't include him. Yes, you're right about that. And the same with McKinley. I don't know about an infection with McKinley, but I think he lingered, but then just died. It was, Dan Port has laid it out, FDR, Taylor, Harrison, and Harding. Yeah, FDR, Lord. I think they called it a brain aneurysm. He had a total shutdown. Very true about Garfield. And Dan, it looks like you take an interest in the assassination of Garfield. Garfield was killed by a man who was probably delusional and therefore psychotic, who also grandiose, no doubt about that. And he was a stalwart, which is a pro, sort of in the model of a U.S. Grant Republican. And turns out that the vice president was a stalwart. Guteau, yeah, Guteau. Well, that does that. That was a double shot. That was a long one. But I want you to think, JFK is just huge. He's the last one to die. But think about the guy who ate peaches and cream, and it was bad, and he died. And think about Harrison out there with no overcoat in the January weather, giving us a very long speech. Died of pneumonia. We can get back to this ball game. So we had there a little double shot there, Kathy. I know mine was long-winded. We have a ball game right here. Christie takes the mound now. And he'll face Wally Moon. .49 left-handed struck him out. One down. Now here's Howard. .68 right-handed lines it to first, 2 away. And Johnny Roseboro. That's 5-3 left-handed, grounds it back to Christie X. He's a 1-8. That's pretty darn good. 1-8, 16. E8. E8 roll. 5 to 10 and 12, E8. Uh-oh. He boots it. Oh my. An error. Charge to Christie. First error out of the ball game. Roseboro is on 2 outs. And here's Willie Davis. Beautification. And the pitch to Davis. 2-10 right-handed, grounds it to second. This should end it. Doyle tosses it over ever so nicely to Merkel, and the side is retired. And this is a scoreless ball game. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of really something. Here's Sandy Koufax now on the mound, his second inning. Walked, allowed a base hit. Very interesting. These are good hitters. Buck Herzog will lead it off. Pitch from Sandy, 112 left-handed. Tap back to Sandy. Sandy feels it, and oh, he underhands it. Over to Moon, 1 out. Once heard in an interview, Sandy said he could hardly throw to first base. You know, in the field, to get a guy out. In other words, he could pitch, but he wasn't good at fielding, even though he is he's a 5. You see? But that was a 112 left-handed grounded pitcher B. Now here's Art Fletcher. Koufax throws, 3-9 left-handed, fly ball left, and under it Snyder, 2 outs. He got under that ball. And now Chief Myers. Still got a little coffee left. Just to take the edge off. Pitch to Myers, that's 4-4. Right-handed catcher X. Roseboro 2-7. Oh, Lord Mike. 4-4. Catcher X. 18. Roseboro 18-2. He fouls out to Roseboro. And that side is retired. 1-2-3 for Sanford. No strikeouts, but got each of them out. We have a top of the 4th question from Kathy Harden. And I'll try my best not to spontaneously come up with a double shot. We move to the top of the third. It's Christie. The hometown crowd is a mix. It's a mix of people from 1911, and because they're the home team, it is 1911. The Dodgers are time travelers, and so are some of the fans who were afforded this technology, this biotechnology of time travel in a imaginary game. I think it's too late. Yeah, well, we can't change history. That's the only thing. We don't want to change history too much. Because if Koufax changes his pitching enough to make a difference on, say, one or more people, they will think about it, they will have psychomotor activity about it, and then if they were the ones who were going to, you would have a man impregnate a woman, don't tell me that same sperm would hit. It might, but it's millions. The chances are minuscule. Okay, I'm sorry to oh, Dan, that's funny. You don't want to change history. We don't belong here. I don't know why you think Maury Wills would be able to do it. We're top of the third, and Koufax leads it off. If you look at Koufax, I always get a kick out of him. He's a bad hitter. Always has been. Oh, Wills has the speed. Interesting. I say I might want to go with a Willie Davis who has speed and I think some muscle. Big man Howard, I say go team up, tandem, Davis and Howard. Okay, Christie now, the pitch to Koufax. That's 3-6, grounds to short. Fielded by Fletcher and whips it to Merkel. One out. Sandy got a nice little swing on that. Now here's Maury Wills. Okay, Wills at the plate, Christie. 6-11. Fly ball, right X. Murray, 213. 6. Makes the catch. Murray, out and right. Two outs. Davis does Dallas. Well, that's if you're going to, I like it. I might like Davis, yeah. I think Davis has the speed and also the strength if he needs to wrestle him down. I mean, if you really want someone, I don't know, Howard. I say it's good to bring Howard, let him tag along in case he needs to sit on him or something, Oh, here's Gilliam. with 2 outs. Christie, a big favorite with the ladies, which has made a difference in New York Giant baseball, where ladies come out to the ballpark to see Christie pitch. He is considered a gentleman, a professional. He graduated college. He is attractive. Rick Monday. Oh, Lord. How about Davis Girl Friday? Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll set him up with a woman. We will do whatever it takes. I'm sorry, Kathy, you're from New York. I'm sure you know, but set up, we'll get a woman, a sex worker, we call them today. A woman to be a companion to Lee Harvey Oswald. Then we'd have to work with him to make sure he gets on a different psycho-social trajectory that he doesn't want to assassinate. But he was I'll tell you, I don't want to get into it. I'll tell you this, I don't, and I accept gay people, I accept bisexuals, trans persons, transsexuals, all types. It doesn't mean anything to me, I happen to be straight. So, I'm not one. I know a handsome man when I see one. Parker actually had imperfections. If you're looking at him as like for a model or something, maybe he could model J.C. Penney or something. But a safe situation. Oh, Dan, I love it. Yeah. A safe situation, because I've been working on an alternate history, and be careful what you do, because anyone who was born after, that's a perfect example. Anyone who was born, Gilliam steps out of the box a moment, anyone who was born after the JFK assassination, probably, if it never happened, probably never would have been born. And that's because your parents would have led much different lives, just learning that news, thereby moving their bodies, not the woman with her egg, but the man and his hundreds of billions or millions of sperm, each one of them. And it could be any one, it just happened to be one that got there first. Many of them could get there, and it wouldn't be the same one, and therefore you would not have been born. Happy New Year to Bill Ivamy and all. Absolutely a clutch situation. Now back to Gilliam, switch hitter. And don't forget, after this inning, Kathy Harden pitched to Gilliam, 3-9. Pops it up to second. Doyle, and the side is out. .39 right-handed. There it is. And I'll tell you, both of these guys, it's surreal. And Bill Ivamy, wishing you a Happy New Year. Wishing it all to all. I'm not very, it would have been a different sperm. Think about it. Think about the probabilities. Come on. That's what makes it so fantastic. The fact that we happen to have been born. And we are not the sperm, we are not the egg, we are the union and conception, creating life, that speck of life, because of that one sperm. And it's not misogynistic with it, it's all about the man. The woman's egg plays a role. We're heading to the bottom of the third, Sanford. Going back in time, he'll face Christie. Christie's not too bad a hitter. A 3 WR. Whoops. It's 2-3, grounds to first, and it's Moon over to the bag, 1 out on a 2-3 to Mathewson. Now Josh DeVore, who struck out by Sandy. That's going to be 4-11, left-handed. Struck him out again. And it's his third for Sandy. 2 outs, nobody on. Both pitchers now settling in deeply. Sandy gets the sign from Roseboro. And the pitch, that's 6-8, left-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. Quite impressive that we're seeing this display in the first 3 innings of this ball game. Both of these pitchers really in a one-off fantasy New Year's Eve game between the 1962 Los Angeles Dodgers, Koufax on the mound, against the 1911 New York Giants, Mathewson on the mound. Interestingly, both teams came close to winning it all, or having a chance to win it all, and didn't. The Giants lost to the A's in the series. Dodgers lost to the Giants in the playoffs, and they could have, in one game at the end. It was best of 3, I think. We're heading to the top of the 4th, but before that, they're locked in a pitcher's duel. Who would have expected that except everyone? Oh, that's humorous, Dan. That's a very humorous little anecdote, expression. Hey, we got a question from Kathy Harden. Wait for it now. Who was the youngest pitcher of the 1980s? Whoa. The question is, who was the winningest pitcher of the 1980s? Nice job, Kathy. Nice job. All around, finding the question, responding, posting it, responding. Bill, Craig, and Demos. Bill Ivamy. Craig Scarborough. And Baseball Demos. All on Jack Morris. Who would have known? And Bill Ivamy says, and the most losses, an ex-Blue Jay. Geez, I have no idea. We can let that float out there, Bill. See if someone answers it. But I'm doing a double shot here. It's an easy one. The first person to answer wins. Okay? The first person to answer wins. Mine's coming. What pitcher has the most losses lifetime? No Googling, please. And Dan Port gets it. He's first. Dan Port, 316 is the answer. Bill Ivamy gets an orange one. For coming in so quickly. Ah, fuck, we'll give you a red one. Shit. What the hell am I doing? And yes, that's the answer. No one else. Look at the honor system. The honor is here. The answer is Cy Young. I don't do the fancy things that Kathy does. We're going to move on to the fourth. Super question, Kathy. Jack Morris. I think I've heard that before. Well, Christie takes the mound. It's going to be the Dodgers now. This game is moving right along. And it's going to be Duke Snider, Tommy Davis, and Wally Moon, heart of the order. Here's Snider now. Pitch from Christie. 6-7 left-handed struck him out. Whoa, Christie. Throwing one hit shutout baseball. I know we're early. Now Tommy Davis grounded into a double. .610 right-handed grounds to short X. Fletcher 264. Holy cow. 264. 12. E64. There is none. You have to look at 48 or more. And it's a one-base error. Second error for the Giants. This one by Fletcher. And we got Wally Moon coming up now. .18 right-handed grounds it to first. However you like to play it, Merkel to Doyle at second, and then back to Merkel for the double play, or however you like to do it. The side is retired. It's Morris, Jack Morris. A little bit of history going on here. Wow. 1912, the next year. Well, here's Sanford now. Sanford has retired eight in order. Doyle to lead it, Snodgrass to lead it off. Koufax throws 3-7 left-handed, fly ball left for Snyder, one out. Here's Red Murray. .26 left-handed grounds it to third. And Tommy Davis throws it over to Moon. And Fred Merkel 0 for 1. 3-7 left-handed single 1-10 gets it through off of Koufax, a base hit. Only the second hit allowed by Sandy. Merkel is on first with 2 down. 1-17, 1-15 being held. 1-13. With Buck Herzog at the plate. Havoc. That's 3-4 left-handed, grounds it to third. This is the Tommy Davis doing a nice job at third. Throwing it over to Moon and the side is out. Sanford, no runs, 1 hit allowed, left on. We've gone 4 scoreless. It was Merkel's boner, wasn't it? I got the I have it programmed. Yeah, it's Merkel's boner. Snodgrass, I don't know what Snodgrass muff is, but Merkel's boner alarmed people. It was, you know, I don't even want to get into it, okay? They continued the game is what they did, I think. And they still lost. I think they lost. It's a historical thing. And back then, folks, they called a mistake or an error a boner. You know, had nothing to do with sex or anything like that. Snodgrass muff, I'll do it right now. I know there was something with him. I have to read through it. I can't get, this is a long article on the muff. And I can't, the Snodgrass muff. Okay, it was an error, the 1912 World Series. Okay, I got that much. You know, you have Merkel's boner and you have Snodgrass's muff. Wow. Yeah, that's something. Top of the 5th. And Christie takes the mound. Christie pitching equally as great as Koufax. No one's got any runs on him. Here comes the big man now. Big man popped to first at Merkel. Speaking of Merkel, here's Mathewson now. Pitch to Howard. That's 5'10", right-handed, struck him out. Third strikeout for Christie. Christie was in a class by himself. Someone was asking earlier, who's more attractive, Christie or Pretty Boy Parker? And I'd have to say Christie, because, you know, beauty is only skin deep. Going into the heart of Christie, we see a person who has integrity, a person who is honest. I really don't know about his private life, if he was married or anything like that. Here's Roseboro with 1 out. And he looked all right to me. I mean, I didn't think he's that good looking. Oh yeah, Koufax better looking than any of them. You're right, damn right. Looks like a frickin' movie star. Here's the pitch to Roseboro. Good point, Bill. 6-5 left-handed fly ball left. That's going to be for DeVore. 2 down. And both these pitchers just knocking them down. Here's Willie Davis now, our candidate, at least the one I proposed, to stop the JFK assassination with Howard tagging along. Okay, Willie Davis now. The pitch. 6-7 left-handed, struck him out. Oh, and Mathewson is on today, as is Koufax. The 71 Cardinals just won their 9th in a row, Jeremiah says. I assume that's, yeah, that's all he had. He went beyond the limits of his biology through an intense competitiveness, and it lasted for about 4 or 5 years. 5 years. It's when he finally learned how to. He let up a little. We know that story. Bottom of the 5th, Sanford on the mound, and Art Fletcher steps up to the plate, and John McGraw, again in characteristic fashion, has his right leg up and his foot on the step, one upper step, as he is in the dugout, the left foot, and he's clapping slowly and ever so nicely. And we have an impromptu trivia right now. Whoa, we got one right now. We got an impromptu trivia right now from Baseball Demos. I'm not used to that really, because, I'm just hoping I get through this game. But we'll give it to you. I'll even bring in the goddamn music. A little bit of it. Who wrote and sang "I Hope It Rains at My Funeral"? Woo! I think there was a Booker T something. Where are we? Tom T. Hall. No one got it? I see Bill Ivamy got it. Okay, that was impromptu, and thank you. Out here in Studio B, big ball game here. Koufax on the mound now, facing the bottom third of this Giants lineup. Art Fletcher, the batter. 3-5 left-handed, hit him in the buttocks. Oh my. Sandy is very upset with himself from the way he looks. Oh, there, yeah, I see that. Kathy Harden got it also. Bill Ivamy on an impromptu. That leaves a raspberry there. Fletcher goes to first. He's a 1-15, 1-13. Not being held. Chief Myers, the batter. .511 right-handed. Walked him. So it's first and second. And I'd say this is a bunting situation. Christie is a B bunter. First and second, nobody out. That's the small ball they're playing here. They got a Fletcher on second, Myers now on first with the walk. Surprised Sandy hit Fletcher. He could be nerves, you know, playing in a game like this. Gonna go with the havoc roll on the attempted bunt. Now we're going to find out if the infield is in or out. He's already a B. It's in. He's a C now. Jeez, let's see where Sandy hit Christie hits this. He hits it back to Koufax. C bunter. 5C. And it's good. A nice play by Koufax. Koufax to throw it to first at all. But the runners will advance. Isn't that something? Second and third, one out for Josh DeVore. Now Koufax is under pressure here. The infield is in. It's a tough situation. Myers on second, Fletcher on third, one out. DeVore at the plate. Whoa! A possible balk or pass ball. It's a possible pass ball. Let's check out the rating on Roseboro. Three, very low. He gloved. Oh, he passes it. Oh, my. Oh, it got past Roseboro. And Fletcher scores. Can you imagine the scene? Oh, my. A pass ball by Roseboro. Oh, Lord. That was with DeVore at the plate. My Lord. He pulled a Willie Davis, Bill Ivamy says. Okay, we already did the roll. One nothing. Runner on third, infield in again. Taking their chances. Here's the payoff pitch to DeVore. That's 1-3. Grounds it to first C with the infield in. This might work. Runner on third, C. One holds. Two outs. And it sounds like you're for the Dodgers, Bill. Here's Larry Doyle, two outs. Myers 90 feet away. It's 1-0 Giants. .58 left-handed, chop to second X. Gilliam 316. 12. E16 for Gilliam. E16 for Gilliam. Throws him out. And the side is retired. But a run, and I can fix that up to make it look better. On a pass ball, I believe that is, we're going to completely clean this up. It's a 1-0 ball game. This run scored on the passed ball is unearned. Can I get any confirmation? A passed ball is not considered an earned run. If a runner scores due to a passed ball, the run is considered unearned. The run would not have scored without the defensive mishap. And that is the case. Unearned. Thank you. Thank you for your help. And that actually matters. That's an unearned run allowed by Koufax. The side is retired. And whoa, the Giants score first, leading 1-0. I am gonna take a break for 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you, Bill. I hope you're all enjoying the ball game. We're gonna surely finish before Spokane Steve's games. I like to cooperate with people, you know, and schedule my stuff so it doesn't conflict with others. And there's also a selfish reason because there's maybe people who would be there. I am having my Swedish meatball. How did you know, Bill? It's just a matter of when I put it in the oven. I'm gonna have a double order today. Yeah, well, it's like every other day. It's like every other freaking day. I will be back in about 3 minutes, folks. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and we got the Dodgers and the Giants. Time travel on New Year's Eve. I'll be right back. really something to think about. The difference in this ball game is when Koufax hit Fletcher, and Fletcher eventually made it to third, and on the pass ball on a fluke on the roll, he's a 3 and it was a 1 on his pass ball rating. It's a 1-0 ball game, and Christie takes the mound. Top of the 6th, and it's going to be Sandy leading it off. Five, right-handed, flies it to right, he hits it, but it's shallow, and running in is Red Murray to make the catch. We have a Kathy Harden for the Dodgers. And I said I would reserve my judgment. And by the way, I want to tell you all, I have been severely depressed and anxious today. Yesterday, today, but I am giving myself permission to just forget about that for now. Nothing I can do about it. Enjoy this ball game. They're packed pretty tight in here tonight with standing room only here at the Polo Grounds. Here's Wills, he's 0 for 2. He flied out to the outfield twice against Christie. Christie winds, and the pitch, 3-7, right-handed, grounds it back to Christie. And he throws to Fred Merkel at first for 2 away. Isn't Christie something? Christie now with a 1-hit shutout. Gilliam that's going to be 2-6 right-handed, hit well by Gilliam, and it's gone. Gilliam has hit it over the right field wall to tie up this ball game. Oh my. And Kathy Harden must be very pleased. Off Christie, he allowed 5 home runs all season, but he just got a taste because they're using a sort of a semi-hardball. The 279-foot wall, you damn right there, Bill. That was, looking at that again, 2-6 home run, 1-7. It was a 4. There's the 4 there. And we have a special category. We're not, because it's not a Junior just really connected to that pitch. He had 4 in 588 at-bats. So the answer now is yes, Christie can be hit. And there's lots of Dodger fans here. It's a mix between Giant fans and Dodger fans. Here's Duke Snyder now, 2 outs, nobody on. Christie. It's 1-5, and he walked him. So Christie is a bit unnerved after the home run there. Tommy Davis, the batter. Outside for a ball. From the stretch, Christie. It's 1-7. It's a triple 1-7. Base hit. 2 asteroids. Snyder goes to third. So Christie getting hit. Now the Dodgers have a chance to go ahead in a clutch situation. Send a message there, load them up. There are 2 outs. But yeah, give Moon a moon. Give him a shot in the moon. Two outs. Tommy Davis on first, Duke Snyder on third, Wally Moon the batter. Don't forget the Havoc roll. Pitch to Moon, that's 4-11. Left-handed, fly ball center, it's high, it's short, shallow. Snodgrass comes in to make a diving catch. Whoa, and the side is retired, but 1 run. Leave it to Junior Gilliam. And we've got quite a ball game going here. We're gonna make this, we're gonna have this conclude, hopefully, unless there's extra innings, with ample time to catch Spokane Steve at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. on the West Coast, and I'm going to watch that for a continuation of my trying to not be fucked up in the head. Excuse my language. Okay, Koufax coming out now. It's a 1-1 ball game. Koufax in first endurance the 8th, Christie the 9th. And they're playing with a modified ball. It's a ball that is more lively than the dead ball error. But not quite as lively, just a little bit in some ways. It's an experiment. Oh, it is Kathy Harden, you are so right. It's a great game to end the year. 1-1 game, Snodgrass now facing Koufax. Here's the pitch. 2-7, and he struck him out off Snodgrass's card. 5th strikeout for Sandy. Now Red Murray the batter. Pitch to Murray, 6-8. Right-handed, struck him out. And there's Sandy now, overpowering. They're wondering, they heard he was great. And they're getting a little taste of this from Koufax. Here's Fred Merkle. Merkle 1 for 2, has one of 2 hits off of Sandy today. Very uncharacteristic fashion. Sandy hit Fletcher to lead off last inning. Walked Myers. Mathewson sacrificed them 2nd and 3rd. And then I guess it was the ground ball. Oh, the pass ball. Yeah. With DeVore at the plate. Here's the pitch to Merkle. 3-5. Grounds it to third for Tommy Davis. Oh, he's done very nicely today, and he throws it to Moon. Sides retired. We've gone 6. And I think I'll put my meatballs in the oven. As we head to the top of the 7th. Christie will come out. And remember, both clubs have full rosters to take advantage of. Oh, no. Bill Ivamy has a mid-7th trivia. We'll get that for you, Bill. Okay, Christie facing Frank Howard to start out the top of the 7th in a 1-1 game. Wow, Kathy, wow. Only 3 innings left, though, but you never know. Pitch to Howard, 4-3. Right-handed ballpark slash. He's a right-hander, 1-8, and it's lined to short. 1 out. Here's Roseboro now. .611 left-handed, fly ball right X. Murray, 213. He's good. 7-2, makes the catch. And here's Willie Davis. Other stuff indeed. 4-7 left-handed single, 1-16. It is just past the reach of Doyle for a base hit. And Walt Alston, I think he was the manager, he's making the decision to let Koufax stay in this game. To let Koufax stay in this game. Koufax at the plate. Three nine, grounds it to third. And that's Herzog. And the side is retired. Seventh inning stretch. No, we're not going to make a big thing of it. But not of the stretch. But we have something that we are going to make a big thing of. Bill Ivamy with a trivia question. Now let's wait for it now. Bill's pretty good with waiting for me to put on the music. And then here it is, 1993, the Counting Crows had a #1 hit. Mr. Jones in the song. Lead singer Adam Duritz says he wants to be somebody. Name this somebody Adam wants to be. Joel Horland and Mel Torme. That's funny. I also love Mel Torme. Such a great voice. Wrote words. I believe he was a lyricist. We're heading to the bottom of the seventh. Here's Koufax now. In a 1-1 ball game. We're at the Polo Grounds. It was a long-awaited game. Buck Herzog leads it off against Sandy Koufax. Koufax 2 hits allowed. Mathewson has allowed 4, including the home run by Gilliam. Okay, the pitch to Herzog. That's 3-8 left-handed. Struck him out. Number 7 for Sandy. Now Sandy is retired. 8 in order, I guess. Now here's Art Fletcher. Okay, Sandy into his windup. The pitch to Fletcher. That's 2-9 left-handed. Hit him second time. And this is a situation where the umpire is just telling Sandy to watch it there. He hit him, the Fletcher, the second time. And I believe that there's a grudge here because Fletcher made a remark about Koufax, and I'd rather not get it. We'll do a replay for Bill Ivamy. Let's see. It's such a fluke, okay? But stranger things have happened. Do you really want to see a replay of it, Bill? I don't think so. We know the role. So Fletcher on first. 1 to 15, 1 to 13, not being held. Here's Chief Myers. The pitch to Myers. That's 3-10 left-handed. Base hit up the middle. Off Koufax. Lord. Fletcher to second. One to 17, they'll let him go. First and third, one out. Still early. He hit 332, amazing. Mathewson is coming out. The infield is back. He's not a bad hitter. Well, he's a bad hitter, but not a very bad hitter. Here's the pitch. Here's Koufax. Very uncharacteristic. 1-8. Oh, double 1 to 4 base hits. Oh my. Fletcher scores again. Oh Lord. Mathewson. A 3 WR 1-8. Double 1 to 4. It was a 5. It's a base hit to asteroids. What a shame. Here's Josh DeVore. First and third, one out. Infield back again. .38 left-handed struck him out. That's 2 outs, only 2 outs. And here's Doyle. Lefty, lefty, Sandy. Should get him. .29 left-handed, pops it up to second for Gilliam. Makes the catch, the side is out, but the Giants get a run. And stranger things can happen, really. In real baseball, stranger things can happen, so I urge you to accept this, embrace this, that Fletcher got hit twice and scored twice. Once on a pass ball, but this time a real bona fide. It is a great game, Bill. It's 2-1, and we're heading to the 8th. Mathewson. And it'll be Wills leading it off. 3-8 right-handed, grounds it to short for Fletcher. And he throws it over to Merkel, 1 out. Now here's Gilliam. 5-10, switch hitter batting left, grounds to first. And Merkel takes it to the bag, 2 outs. Giants out ahead, 2-1. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Dodgers batting. Five-six left-handed struck him out. Oh, Christie. With his 5th strikeout. It's a 2-1 ball game. Duke strikes out. Here's Sandy now. This will be Sandy's first endurance inning. Fred Snodgrass, fresh slate. 2-2. Grounds it to third. 1 out. If you're looking ahead for the Dodgers, it'll be Tommy Davis, Wally Moon, and Frank Howard. Here's Red Murray. Two-six, left-handed, grounds it to third, 2 outs. Don't tell me Sandy hasn't pitched good baseball. Now Merkel, 2 outs, nobody on. Four-seven right-handed, single 1-4. It's a liner to second, caught by Gilliam. And we're heading to the 9th. Sorry about my earlier reference if you're looking ahead. Yeah, no, if you're looking ahead. This is it. Christie, top of the 9th. 2-1 ball game. It's going to be 3 batters, Tommy Davis, Wally Moon, and big man Frank Howard. Top of the 9th. Here's Christie now, into his windup. Four-eight. Right-handed base hit. Tommy Davis with a single. It was a 4-8 right-handed single for Tommy Davis. Now Davis 1-17, Christie -3, 1-14. Not being held. He is a 1-14. Here's Wally Moon now. Damn. We're going to have Moon hit away. Six left-handed, grounds it to second. Oh my! Doyle steps on the bag, throws to first, double play. And in storybook fashion, it's going to be the big man Howard who could tie this ball game up. Christie into his windup. The pitch to Howard. 5-7 right-handed, grounds it to short. Fletcher throws over to Merkel, and the ball game is over. But what a game it was. The final, New York Giants 2, Los Angeles Dodgers 1. One of the runs came in on a pass ball, so therefore that's why there's no extra run batted in. I'll be back with a recap in just a moment. Well, that's the long and short of it. I'd have to give the star of the game to Christy Mathewson, because not only did he pitch a complete game win, allowed only one run, won the game, but he knocked in the winning run. Bill may have a good point. Those baggy uniforms the Giants wore helped with the hit by pitch. Except for the hit by pitch, this was a very plausible game. The final line, New York Giants, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. The Los Angeles Dodgers of 1962, the Giants of 1911, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. I have to give the star of the game. You say Fletcher, the hitter of the game, getting hit twice, scoring both runs. And he was heads up coming in on the passed ball when DeVore was at the plate with 1 out to score the first run of the ball game. Gilliam hit a home run to tie it, and then another hit by pitch of Fletcher. It's almost like, you just got to roll with it. And it was Mathewson's base hit. So combined, Mathewson, the game-winning run batted in, as well as the win. And Koufax pitched great, 4 hits. He hit 2 though, and that proved to be costly, in fact, because both of them scored. So all in all, I thought it was a cool game, and I enjoyed it. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks to everybody, Bill Ivamy, Jim, Kathy Harden, super questions, Kathy. Keep them coming. Dan Port, Grapes, Joel Horlin. Baseball Demos, Jeremiah Was a Bulldog, Craig Scarborough, and everybody else. God help me if I miss somebody. Have a great year. And glad to call you likewise, Bill. Makes me feel good. Take care now. Take care, Rubes, and thanks for hanging out. You take good care of yourself.